this is a documentary film by Rags to Riches Productions called The Positive Radio Campaign. Our group members were Sylvester, Caleb, Eduardo, and myself. Hope you enjoy it. Hip-hop is everywhere, on the radio, on TV, the internet, on cell phones. Hip-hop is the most important form of expression for teens, and their lives are mostly driven by the music they listen to.
I wanna lick you from your head to your toes, and I wanna move from the bed down to the floor, and I wanna you make it so good, I don't wanna leave, but I gotta know what's your fantasy.
Basically, I just like Ludacris and, the beat and all.
Got a lot of stuff going on with the women dancing. You get lost in the video.
There was no female in the video that it had was fully clothed. Everything was like showing and popping out.
I listen to all kinds of music, R&B, pop, rock, soul, alternative, but I mostly listen to hip hop. So when my cousin Esther and her best friend Danielle came up with this campaign to stop radio stations from playing certain kinds of hip hop, I was very surprised. But the more I learned about the campaign, the more I wanted to support the cause. But not all of my friends agree with me. This is a story of two young women trying to make a difference for the next generation.
It's really the beat that caught my attention.
I was just trying to see what crazy thing he was gonna say next.
The action and excitement in the video is not boring.
Without these videos, I wouldn't even be able to, function in life.
We're at Loyola University, Chicago, and we're trying to get people, to be aware of the Positive Radio Campaign and to support our cause. The Positive Radio Campaign is an initiative to get petitions, signatures of people saying that they are fed up with the current state of music. The main thing is that we're promoting positive music to replace, negative music.
We're not saying censor, the music. We're saying at least promote positive music on the radio station.
The next generation, they're gonna start using it. Whatever they hear on the radio, they're just gonna repeat what they hear on the radio.
A lot of things they say are derogatory towards women, and we're getting sick and tired of things they say or how they portray us in videos like this.
The young girls, their skirts are so short and stuff, and showing their body and exposing it all and licking lollipops and stuff like that. I do not like it at all.
I think a lot of females feel like this, and once they see somebody else really pushing to stop it, more and more people are gonna start to be for the campaign.
And I can remember flipping stations and everybody was playing the same thing, and I'm like, okay, this is just enough, we gotta do something. It was just so offensive, and I'm like, God, is there anything else?
Pretty Ricky and a lot of those other boy groups, their main listeners are preteens. I hear my sisters always talking about that CD, and here's the lyrics to their song. They talk about the lyrics. They know it's nasty, and the music exploits these girls starting at a young age.
She does say you're dancing to this music. This is why people are allowing you to call you bees and hoes and all this, because of the music you listen to.
Media outlets such as BET, MTV, VH1, they really don't give you a full display of all hip-hop music or R&B music. They just glorify the gangster rap or the R&B that's filled with sex. We have comments, Talib Kweli, Mos Def. They're actually rapping about issues in the black community such as AIDS, poverty, so we need to hear more of that and less of the nonsense. So you can just take this, pass it out. We have the petition online also, so they can sign it.
A lot of teenagers these days don't like rap music that came out in the 90s or in the 80s, that songs that actually made sense, songs that actually were harmful and stuff like that, songs that actually had a positive image.
What would you say to people who want to have these songs pulled?
I say, you don't like the video, don't watch it. Ain't nobody forcing your eyes to look at that video. You can move away.
I wouldn't agree with it because although, there's a lot of derogatory stuff going on, the First Amendment guarantees us freedom of speech and press and all that stuff, and how can you take away our rights?
I would say just have a legitimate reason, because if you just want it pulled just because it's saying curse words, I mean, then a lot of songs need to be pulled. Even songs with meaning need to be pulled.
It's all over TV though. Like you ain't gonna never be able to, you know what I'm saying, hide them words though.
You don't think so?
It's
But
everywhere.
don't you think they should start somewhere though? One of the things he said that we found a lot is that that type of language is very accepted in certain communities, particularly the African American community. And I was just letting him know that I think people accept it because they don't have a platform where they can actually express their opinion and say, okay, I don't agree with this. They just go along with whatever the norm is. So he eventually did sign the petition, and that's what counts.
By them doing this campaign, it just started off with them two. And I used to think, well, you know, two people, that's not really gonna make a change. Nobody's gonna listen to you. But one person can really make a difference. By them doing this campaign, more and more people believe what they believe in. So they got a lot of support and they were able to start making some changes.
There's a gravitational pull towards negativity, and it takes more than one person, and I think it's possible. It's just gonna take a lot of work.
What they're doing is not likely for black females to do, especially because sometimes they talk about, majority of the time they're talking about females. So to be females trying to like make a stand for themselves, I think they'll get far with this campaign.